Today I'm doing something very different. I'm going to attempt to learn to use throwing spikes today. So I have my log target set up. I am by no means an expert. So basically what I'm doing is just trying to go through my experience and have some fun learning to use these really nice throwing spikes. I'll put a link to these down in the description. These are nicer than normal throwing spikes because they have a very, very thick blade stock, which means that these are a lot heavier and easier to get to stick than your cheaper ones. So that's why I chose these. We'll see if they're any good. Here we go. I'm throwing. Oh, okay, so I threw that really hard. I probably didn't need. Okay. That's 2 out of 6. We'll try again. I'm throwing all of these from the back of the blade, first of all. Okay, I think I've found a rotation that works. I'm rotating these. I know there are different techniques for some people who don't rotate them. I'm just trying a regular. Basically, I'm getting a full spin from where I am on this distance. Okay, so that round went a little bit better. And what I did was I tried to focus on not throwing them so hard, but just throwing them the same way every time, getting them to leave my hand at the same speed and kind of rotating the same way. And that round works a lot better. So I'm gonna try that again. So that was definitely more consistent that time. Same thing, kind of focusing on throw it consistently, throw it the same way. Don't really worry about how hard you throw it because these are heavy enough that they stick pretty good even if I don't throw it very hard. So I'm getting about 50% sticking now. And I'm actually getting to the point where I'm doing well enough, I'm starting to aim. Kind of aiming for that little spot of lichen there on the log. Okay, so I got all 6 to stick that time. And I've only been doing this for about 15 minutes. So that's pretty good. I'm pleased with that. A lot more consistency now that I'm working on just throwing it the same way and not trying to throw it hard. I think throwing it too hard was a problem at first. So that round I was trying to throw it like this by holding it from the tip, instead of holding it from the handle back here. These handles are very nice and consistent and they come out of your hand pretty easy. This tip is hard to hold on to because it's tapered this way. So it made it very difficult to hold on to that tip when I was trying to get a good pinch on it. I might try holding a little bit further back. So for these particular spikes, I would really only recommend a handle holding technique. Next, I'm going to try a no spin technique, which is basically where you put your finger like this on the knife and you throw it and you try to get it to arc like a football almost. I've tried this a grand total of about 4 throws in my lifetime. So we'll see if I can get it to work with these. Oh, I got one. Ooh, I got 2 in a row that time. Okay, that felt a lot better. And as you can see, I got 4 out of 5 or 5 out of 6 there in a row. I will say the no spin technique is a lot easier if you don't know your exact distance, because it's more forgiving because the knife is turning a lot slower. I think that's pretty good for 10 minutes practice. One thing I wanted to point out about these knives that I wasn't completely sure about when I started, but I really like now, is I really like these red handles, because if I miss a knife and it goes bouncing off into the yard, you can see there's a lot of leaves today. That's a whole lot easier to find than just a black piece of metal. So wasn't sure about the handles at first, but I really like them. These are the NedFoss throwing spikes. Again, I'll drop a link down in the description. This was a lot of fun. If you'd like to see more videos of me trying new stuff like this, give it a like, give it a comment if you have more experience with these or some other type of throwing weapon than I do, which isn't hard to do, but a lot of fun. So give them a try if you haven't. It's a fun skill to learn, and I really enjoyed it. Have a nice day.